A teenage girl enters a restaurant and quickly draws everyone's attention.
Why does that girl's face look like that?
The girl has a disfigured face. She begins to cry, and so it begins. Welcome to Random Recaps. In this video, I am going to recap the movie. In high school, we meet Ravi, who is bullied by Bradley. The teacher asks him to change seats with Bernard, but he also bullies him. Then we meet Emily, who is bothered by Heather, Bridget, and Kelly. Emily becomes sad and leaves. Then we meet Dane, who has an old house in the woods that he inherited from his late uncle. He meets his neighbor Parker, who notices that Dane and his friend are setting bear traps on the land.
Sorry?
The next day we see Ravi, Emily, and Dane planning something, and Bradley and the others keep bullying him. Ravi stands up to confront them but does nothing.
Don't worry about it, man.
Then appears Curtis, a nice student and aspiring actor. He invites his schoolmates to a video session. And since Curtis is friends with Dane and the others, they say he should not go to the party they are planning.
He's not one of them.
In the video session, we see Bradley and Bernard bullying Ravi again and breaking his camera in the bathroom.
Come on, man.
Dane enters the bathroom and sees that they broke Ravi's camera. Bradley tells Dane that if he punches him, he'll buy Ravi a new camera, but Dane doesn't want to hit him, so he calls him a coward.
Let's leave these pussies.
The next day, Curtis finds out what they did to Ravi and confronts Bradley to leave him alone. Then we see Dane already slipping into madness.
You will not be afraid.
All the bullied kids are preparing a party, setting up cameras, and even have weapons. They make a bonfire and tell stories about how tired they are of being messed with, regretting what they are about to do. They invite all those who bully them to Dane's uncle's house. Bradley and his friends are stopped by the police for smoking weed. So the cop takes away the weed and lets them go.
Dude, that was so fucking close!
The outcasts disguise themselves for the party. The party starts, everyone happy, drinking, smoking, dancing. Curtis also went to the party even though Ravi didn't want him to come. Dane says, well, too bad because he's staying.
It's time.
The outcasts drug everyone at the party and they all fall asleep. They take away their belongings, arm themselves, and tie everyone up. Upon waking up, Dane modifies his voice
Get up, sleepyheads.
and speaks to them, telling them he doesn't plan to kill them, but he will torture them. One of the guys doesn't understand what Dane is talking about and makes fun of him. So Jack tortures him. One asks who they are and Dane says,
We are the outcasts.
a guy named Tommy wants to leave and take his girlfriend. Dane releases him so he can go. As he leaves, Dane tells his girlfriend that Tommy was cheating on her with Heather.
Yeah, everybody knew about it.
Tommy runs through the woods looking for help, but they chase him. Tommy falls into a bear trap. They grab him and take him back to the house. Dane tells Bradley he has a gift for him. So Jack starts playing the banjo. Ravi stabs Bernard and drugs him. Ravi drops a key for Curtis. Emily gets on top of him and starts stabbing needles into his neck and into his chest. Then they take Bernard inside. Later, Andy scares them with an axe. At that moment, Curtis escapes. Dane shoots at him. Ravi pushes him to stop him. Dane gets angry at Curtis for giving him the key and kills Ravi for betrayal. Emily gets scared.
What did you do?
Curtis tries to escape, but the kids helping the outcasts chase him. Curtis finds the police and asks for help. The cop is shot. Curtis grabs the gun and runs away. Emily is saddened by Ravi's death.
You didn't have a right to do this.
The torture continues with Emily smearing a corrosive compound on Heather's face. Andy tells Dane that Curtis managed to escape. Bradley calls Dane a coward for wearing a mask. Dane hits him and takes off the mask, telling him that he became like this because of him. Curtis finds a house, Parker's house. He tries to ask for help, but Parker knocks him out. Later, Bridget realizes the girl is Emily.
Now I'm Emily.
Andy and Jack also take off their masks.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Jack.
Bridget apologizes to Emily for everything they did to her. Emily says she won't hurt her, but tells her to cut off Bradley's fingers.
I don't like where this is going.
Bridget refuses to do it, so she makes the same offer to Bradley. Bradley, being the tremendous son of a bitch that he is, accepts. Meanwhile, Parker has Curtis tied up. Parker thinks Curtis was trying to rob him because he had a gun. Bradley cuts off one of Bridget's fingers and then another. Emily offers Bridget again to cut off Bradley's fingers, and this time she accepts. Curtis is still trying to get Parker to help. Bridget still can't cut off Bradley's fingers, so Emily throws chemical compounds on Bridget's face to hurry her up, but still Bridget doesn't want to. So Emily lets Bridget's face burn. Parker goes to Dane's house to see what's going on. He finds someone on watch, and when he goes to attack him, he falls into a trap. Curtis manages to free himself, grabs the gun, and calls the police. Parker manages to kill one of the helpers. Bridget's face is fucked up. Dane taunts Bradley as he begs him not to cut his fingers off.
You're a real coward, huh?
Dane says, "Okay, fine, I won't do it." Bradley apologizes to Dane. But since Dane has already become a psychopath, he doesn't care.
Because you have no choice but to be sorry.
And he cuts his spinal cord with a razor, paralyzing him from the waist down. One of the outcast's helpers finds his partner dead, and further ahead Parker, who pretends to be unconscious, and then stabs him. A guy named Riggs tells Dane and everyone else to fuck off.
Fuck all you bastards!
So Dane sends Andy to cut off his tongue. Curtis finds Parker. Parker apologizes to Curtis for not believing him. Andy is about to cut out Riggs' tongue when Curtis arrives. Curtis shoots Andy and Dane shoots Curtis. And when Dane is about to kill Curtis, Emily shoots Dane. Emily says that's enough.
I've had enough.
Emily tells Kelli that she just wanted her friendship,
I just wanted to be friends.
and after that, Jack shoots her. That's when the police arrive. And before shooting himself, Jack says,
There are more like us out there.
The next day, a journalist tells how the popular kids were kidnapped and tortured. Curtis sees that one of the helpers is still alive. Kelli is traumatized by what happened and plans to commit suicide. And we see that the girl from the beginning was Bridget with a disfigured face, and that's the end of the movie.
Mommy, why does that girl's face look like that?